MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Tampa Bay Rays. Almost time for these two to square off right after this. Charlie Morton, a right-hander from the Garden State of New Jersey, gets the ball here. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matty V, this ought to be a fun one to watch. This guy's been around the block for a while, but he's having a rock-solid season with a real good ERA. It'll be really interesting to see how he attacks his opposing lineup.
Now batting, Honus Wagner. He will lead this one off today. Oh, and a big curveball swung on and missed, and the leadoff man is retired to start out the game.
Really impressive pitching right there. Sometimes as a pitcher you can get frustrated when you make a good pitch and you don't get that call from the umpire, but what does he do? He comes back with a good pitch and gets the strike.
Into the box, Brian Reynolds. 2-1. And guys, the Rays, as they begin play here this afternoon, they're coming off a good victory here in front of the home faithful on opening day.
Yeah, Matty, I know it's a long season, but they were able to win the opener, and nothing would be sweeter if you could get in your car today and drive home 2-0. This is a big game. This is a nice little momentum either way. Another win here, and they're going to be feeling great about where they're at.
Call didn't go his way on 2-1, but it's important here on 3-1 to still make a quality pitch. You have to have the mindset that you're still the one in the driver's seat.
And the count will be full. 1 out, nobody on. And he chased it in the dirt. Zunino has it. And the throw is made to record the second out of the inning. In now, Ralph Kiner will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first two guys going down on strikes to start the inning. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. So let's take a peek at the officiating crew in this one. Behind the plate is Kenny Jansen.
Hey, the book on Kenny Jansen, D-Road, not a very big zone, but he will give you that low pitch below the knees.
Yeah, and he's consistent. You're okay with that as an offensive player. He wants to give that pitch below the knees. If this pitcher can execute consistently, you better make the adjustment. Hey, boys, you talking about getting your A swing off right here? That's what it looks like. A guy with massive power.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Down in order go the Pirates. And now the Rays will get their first opportunity in a scoreless ball game. Joe Musgrove will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, looking at the numbers, you can see this guy had an ERA over 4 last season. He'd like to do a lot better than that. He's got to do a much better job of keeping base runners off the bases. Cut the walks down and try to limit the hits per 9 innings pitched.
Now in the box, Ben Zobrist. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. And this pitch is looked at for a ball, and that'll even the count of the Rays' second baseman at 2-2. Now here's the pitch. This is on the ground over to first. Fielded cleanly. He'll take it to the bag himself, and the leadoff man is gone here to start the home first.
The designated hitter, Margot.
And that'll bring up Manuel Margot. Lifetime numbers against Joe Musgrove. He's 0 for 4. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Line down the left field line. But no one can get to this one as it's down for a foul ball inside the visitors' bullpen. He'll try it again. 3-2. Hit down the third baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Count still full. 3-2. Another full count pitch home. High in the air down the right field line, but this will wind up being a foul ball. The payoff pitch one more time. And he missed with that one. It's ball 4. A 1-out walk here in the home first.
And that's the beauty of having a guy in the 2-hole like him. He's almost like another leadoff hitter, working a walk with just 1 out. And I think there's a good chance that he's going to be on the move at some point.
So a runner at first with 1 out now. And that'll bring up one of the members of the 3,000 hit club, Hall of Famer Wade Boggs. And he drops a change in on him there, and that'll run it full 3-2.
I think it's a real possibility that they put that runner on first in motion. That would help them stay out of that double play that would end the inning, but that's also kind of risky at the same time. Now the 3-2 pitch. Here's a looping fly ball out to right. Right fielder coming on. He makes the running play. 2 down.
Batting for the center fielder, Randy.
Stepping in, Randy Arozarena. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Margot leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. There goes Margot. Offered at and missed. Here's the throw.
1-2.
And he is out at second. Caught stealing to end the inning. Another look at the throw down that results in a 3rd out on the bases. We're off to the second, scoreless on the show. All set for the start of the inning, and in strides the familiar waddle of pops, Willie Stargell. Now the payoff pitch home. Pitch saws him off as this one's lifted in the air, and he'll steer clear of the flying debris to make the catch here for the first out.
Batting fifth, the right fielder, Dave Parker.
Stepping up to the plate, Dave Parker. The 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Wow, his stuff looks electric coming out of the gates in this one, guys. That's 5 batters faced, 4 strikeouts. That's going to be a tough pace to keep up, but it looks like he has what it takes to work deep into this game.
So now to the plate, Jason Kendall. A ball and 2 strikes now.
Hey, I couldn't tell from up here if the hitter was taking all the way or sitting fastball and just got knee buckled. Either way, that was a really good curveball right there. Move on to the next pitch, but have that in the back of your mind.
Fouled off. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. This is popped up. Choi gathers it in, and that retires the side. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. On now to the bottom of the second, and we are tied 0-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Randy Arozarena. Now the 1-1 pitch.
Hey.
Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away. So now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
Hard ground ball to third. Reined in. And there's 1 away.
Batting fifth, the right fielder, Austin Meadows.
Digging in now, Austin Meadows, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. Bottom of the second here with no score. And right into the shift. Scooped up. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Batting fifth, the first baseman, G-Man Choi.
Now at the plate, G-Man Choi will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. The 1-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
1 and 2.
2 out, nobody on. Swing and a hard liner to center field. Reynolds has it for out number 3. Down in order go the Rays. We'll move to the third with no score. Ready now, Ke'Bryan Hayes, as we are all set to begin the third inning in this one. Three-two pitch. Drilled down the line, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning.
Well, this lineup obviously doesn't get to see this guy very often because he's over in the other league, and it's really showing. He's pitching really well right now, and I'm sure these hitters are plenty happy they don't have to face him multiple times this year.
Into the box now, Bill Mazeroski. And it's fouled away. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
So 1 gone in the inning here with a runner at first, and that'll bring up Colin Moran. Both teams so far yet to crack the hit column. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. And he fouls this one off. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Breaking ball, called third strike as that catches the zone for out number 2. Back to the top of the order now, and here's a man whose baseball card goes for more than $1 million. Honus Wagner. Third inning, no score to this point. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Pittsburgh. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Bottom of the third now, and up next will be Willy Adames. A 1-1. Popped him up. Wagner waits on it. 1 down.
Batting eighth, the left fielder, Ryan O'Grady.
Digging in, Brian O'Grady. from the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Ripped down the line, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Down the first baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Now the pitch. Another one sent foul. The 1-2. Another foul ball, and this battle will continue. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. He spoils another one, and will do it again.
I know the fans love the souvenirs, but the battle between the pitcher and batter right here is what makes the game great.
And he finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at bat. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the catcher, Mike Zunino. Now the payoff pitch home. And he takes ball 4, so a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Now back, second baseman.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Ben Zobrist. And we'll see if they can make him pay for the 2-out walk. Always considered a big no-no, of course. Fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. 1 left for Tampa. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. So coming to the plate, Brian Reynolds. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the guy on the mound. He's getting paid to try and get you out as well. Anytime it gets up there north of 7, 8 pitch ABs, sometimes it just comes down to pure execution. Let's see if he makes the adjustment right here.
The 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full. Still all zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
Oh, you have to love. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
Lifted the other way to left center. O'Grady arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out. So with the fly out there coming on the fastball, seems like an appropriate time to check out our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. And whoa, look at that for a top speed. 98 miles an hour. That man is flat dealing. Stepping into the box, Ralph Kiner looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. Seared down the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with off speed.
Hit hard toward first. That gets down, and the Buccos' first hit of the game is good for extra bases. The relay, but he'll be in there with a double.
Man, it looked like the pitcher was trying to get him to go fishing at a pitch out of the strike zone. He went for it all right, but he managed to catch all of that baseball, lacing it for a double in the outfield. That's a great piece of hitting.
At the plate, Willie Stargell. And a big swing and a miss here, 2 strikes.
Hey, that's the modern game right now. North-south. Elevate that high fastball and bury stuff in the dirt. Completely different from the east-west we came up playing.
Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. A bouncer up the middle. Adames brings it in. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Now batting, right fielder, Dave Parker.
And that brings in the Cobra, Dave Parker. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. The set and the 1-1. A bouncer to the left side. Adames picks it up. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Pirates leave 1. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And that'll bring up the versatile center fielder, Manuel Margot.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
The 1-2.
That's the ball. 2-2, count.
And he missed with this one up around the noggin. Now it's full.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Line drive to center field. Reynolds is under it to make the play on the first out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
So the base is empty here with 1 away, and that'll bring up one of the members of the 3,000 hit club, Hall of Famer Wade Boggs. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Now here's the pitch. A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
At the plate now, Randy Arozarena. And this is down at the knees, but called a strike. Wow, it's 3-2 now.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
No runs, no hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Again, he sends it out of play. Another full count pitch home. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Rays go in order. 1, 2, 3 through 4. Still tied. 0-0. We're back at Tropicana Field, and let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, I talked with Pittsburgh's manager during the inning break about the Pirates' offensive production to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Despite the fact that they've yet to push a run across, the game is still tied, and the pitch count for their opposition is really getting up there. They think that making him work as hard as he has is going to pay off later in the game, and that they just need to stick to the process.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. All ready to go in the top of the 5th, and stepping in is the catcher, Jason Kendall. swing and a line drive. Foul. Line drive to center field. Arozarena is right there, one down.
Well, this one was squared up pretty good, but just like pitchers give up hits on well-executed pitches, batters make outs on balls they couldn't have hit much better.
Standing in, Ke'Bryan Hayes looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
No runs, just one hit, and no errors so far for the Pirates. Hit on the ground to third. Boggs gloves it, and there's out number 2.
The batter, number 9, second baseman, Bill Mazeroski.
So striding forward now, Bill Mazeroski. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Popped up. Choi is under it near the mound, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. Halfway home, still no score. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, Rays manager Kevin Cash talked to me in between innings about his lineup's offensive production, and flat out he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Despite the fact that they've yet to push a run across, the game is still tied, and the pitch count for their opposition is really getting up there. They think that making him work as hard as he has is going to pay off later in the game, and that they just need to stick to the process.
Thank you, Heidi. So striding in, Austin Meadows comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on, or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game. Sitting in a good spot right here. 2 ball, 1 strike count is yet to see a fastball. Have to be sitting on one right here.
The 2-1. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Kiner's there. He's got it 1 away.
Now batting, first baseman, G-Man Choi.
So stepping in, Ji-Man Choi hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
And that was one of the hardest hit balls they've had all game, Matty. It's been a pretty feeble effort by his teammates on the offensive side.
He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. And that is off the wall. Gone! A solo shot here to straightaway right field. First home run of the campaign for him as the Rays move out on top 1-0.
There's still some game left to be played, but that one swing could end up being a deciding factor in this one.
Stepping in now, Willy Adames. Hit hard down the left field line, but this will be foul. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games, so this pitching staff clearly has him figured out. To the plate now, Brian O'Grady.
And he'll try to hold up in time, but to no avail as he went around and the inning is over. Rays off and running early on the solo home run. Through 5 innings, Tampa Bay's out to a 1-0 lead. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and striding forward the designated hitter, Colin Moran. The 1-1 home is looked at off the plate for a ball. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone.
Hey, throwing the ball great up until this point. Don't want to allow a leadoff walk. Needs to just focus in on his mechanics right here.
Lifted down the line in left. And no one can get there. It's a foul ball. 3-2 pitch. Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter is aboard to start the 6th.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
Ready for another shot now. Hannes Wagner. He got called out on strikes his last time through. The 2-1 is strike 2 swinging.
2-2.
Just 1 hit apiece for both of these clubs. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
No pitcher likes to take the count to 3-2, especially when you throw a non-competitive pitch like that on 2-2. That one wasn't even close.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Arozarena will settle under it to make the play for the first out as the runner will have to head back to first.
The center fielder, number 10, Brian Reynolds.
Coming to the plate now, Brian Reynolds. No hits to this point. Runner at first here, 1 man out. In the air down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. The 1-2. Now a ball lined to the left side. Foul. Here he comes again, 1-2. This is line to left, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Into the box, Ralph Kiner. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
Kiner in front, 3 balls and a strike.
Not a good spot to be in right now. Pitcher's falling behind in the count with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
First and second now, 1 man out. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Hey, it's tough when your team is being held scoreless on the scoreboard. He was trying to put him on the board with a swing like that one.
Slapped hard the opposite way, but this is speared by the first baseman.
The first baseman, number 8, Willie Stargell.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Willie Stargell, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. And that pitch misses for ball 4. So some intrigue now as the bases are loaded here with 2 away. And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. Stepping up now, Dave Parker, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
Skied into straightaway right. Meadows is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out of danger as he strands the bases loaded. A couple of walks, but no damage. More of the show. Saturday baseball after this. Number 41 is on, and he'll take over on the mound in relief.
For the Pirates, number 41.
Bottom of the 6th inning now, and that'll bring up the catcher, Mike Zunino. And a good spot for that pitch as it's chopped foul. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch, and for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
Standing in now, Ben Zobrist, and he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Action now in that Pirate bullpen as a left-hander starts to heat up down there. The 2-1 home. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
Man, they've really had his numbers so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
Into the box now, Manuel Margot. Drilled on the ground to short. Fielded cleanly. On to Stargell at first, and the side is retired. So they breeze through this half of the inning. We're through 6 full. The Rays are out in front, 1-0. 7th inning ready to roll, and the dependable Jason Kendall stands in.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. With that, the Buccos have their leadoff man aboard to kick off the inning.
The leadoff hitter finds his way on base. Should be interesting to see the cat and mouse with the manager. Does he use the bunt right here? Do we put a little hit and run on? Do we go old school, new school, and just let him swing away? Should be interesting.
At the plate now, Ke'Bryan Hayes. And, that should have been ball 4 there, but it's a called strike, and that runs things full at 3-2. Some activity out in the bullpen now as a couple of left-handers begin to stir. Nobody out, runner on first. And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
Really important time for a strikeout there, guys. Tying run at first, so objective number 1 is stranding him on base. And now with 1 out, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that run.
Now the Rays manager's going to take that slow walk out toward the mound. And a change is in the offing, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll depart with the lead and a chance to be the winner, but he is responsible for the tying run at first. Diego Castillo comes on to pitch here with one man gone in the top of the seventh.
Number 63, Diego Castillo.
At the plate, Bill Mazeroski. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Now the 2-1 pitch. Runners on the move for second. Fouled away. The 2-2. He's on the move again from first. Pitch outside. The throw is not going to get him as he swipes second.
90 feet is a big deal when you're talking about a one-run game, so that's a little risky. But hey, sometimes you have to be aggressive and force the other team to stop you.
Now the payoff pitch home. Hit out towards second, reined in, and he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
Now this is not an easy play when you have to range to your right. He really didn't have a chance to get his feet set, so this is all arm. Nicely done.
Striding forward now is the DH, Colin Moran, runner in scoring position with two gone. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there, and the inning is over. Fine work there out of the Rays bullpen. We'll move on now to the bottom half of the seventh. Get up and stretch. It's the Rays 1 and the Pirates nothing. Bottom of the inning now, and standing in is the veteran third baseman, Wade Boggs. And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Swing and a ground ball for Mazeroski at second. And that's the first out.
Now batting, center fielder, Randy Arozarena.
Digging in to try it again, Randy Arozarena. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
A full count to the Rays center fielder. Crowd gets up for the 3-2. Hit sharply on the ground, and that finds its way into center for a one-out base hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Stepping in now, Austin Meadows. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball. Here now the 2-2. Smoke toward the hole. And that gets through for a one-out base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, you know what? Right there, he executed a pitch. He can't worry about where it's going. He just wants to put it on the ground right there, give his defense a chance to work, and it found a hole. Period. The end.
G-Man Choi will stand in again as we take you back to earlier in the ball game. This one swing here has been the entire offense to this point, as this home run accounted for the only run they've tallied so far. He's set. Here comes the 1-1.
Somebody's getting frustrated. He's not used to getting hit around like this.
Called strike 2 as he locks him up there.
2-2.
Runners are at first and second with one away. He pulls this one into right. A dive, but it's off his glove. And a good throw is going to hold that runner at third, so they're loaded now with only one away.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold their hero to make sure that gets down and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
Fouled off. Ready with the 2-2.
Full count. 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. Would have been a grand slam if he'd straightened it out. Instead, it's a foul ball. Still 3 balls and 2 strikes. The 8th pitch of the at-bat. In the air out toward right field. Catch will be made here. Tagging is the runner from third. And the run is in to score from third. It's a 2-0 ball game.
Every team is looking for that insurance run late in the game. That run right there gives them a 2-run lead heading into the late innings.
Up next for the Rays, Brian O'Grady. He went down on strikes last time up. Now the 1-1 pitch.
Ball 2.
Couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at-bat trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
Inside for a ball as he falls behind to him here. 3-1.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
Set. Here's the 3-1. And he misses with it for ball 4. So the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
Oh, that's a walk that could really change the complexion of the game. With the bases loaded, if he gives up a base hit right here, it could get real ugly.
JT Brubaker answers the call to pitch here in a big spot. He inherits a bases loaded jam, but needs just 1 out to get out of it. Mike Zunino will be the first one to greet him, and he'll bat in a big spot here. Bases loaded and 2 out in the inning. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. And it's fouled away. High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Gone! It's a grand slam. So he promptly unloads the bases with that one. Second home run early in the year. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
And it's almost unfair. He inherited this mess from the previous pitcher, but he definitely didn't help the situation. They hoped he could save the day and put out the fire, but instead he threw some gasoline on it.
Into the box, Ben Zobrist. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. 2 out, nobody on. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch.
3-2.
Manuel Margot would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game. So they put up a big number in the inning as 5 crossed the plate. And this was the biggie here, the grand slam home run. We'll march on to the 8th. It's the Rays 6 and the Pirates nothing. At the plate, Hannes Wagner 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
High in the air out towards shallow right. Meadows has it, and there's one away.
Now batting, the center fielder, Brian Reynolds.
Now at the plate, Brian Reynolds. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. And he misses 2-1. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. O'Grady will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the 2nd out of the inning.
The left fielder, number 4, Ralph Kiner.
Now at the plate, Ralph Kiner. Only 4 outs remaining for them to try and rally back in this one. The 1-1 home. Slapped hard the opposite way. And Meadows makes the catch for route number 3. Down in order go the Pirates. They still find themselves down 6-0. To the plate now for the Rays is the DH, Manuel Margot. He was a ground out victim last time up. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. Grounded to short. Throw by Wagner's right there for the 1st out of the inning.
The batter, the 3rd baseman, Wade Boggs.
Here's the Hall of Famer Wade Boggs, and he's 0 for in this one, batting out of the 3 spot. Skied into very shallow right. Parker's under it, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Up next for Tampa Bay, the center fielder, Randy Arozarena.
Digging in, Randy Arozarena. He singled his last time up. He's got it. Pop steps on first, and that'll end the inning. Down in order go the Rays, but they're on top by a count of 6-0. Chaz Rowe comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth.
Number 52, Chaz Rowe.
New inning set to get underway, and in strides the familiar waddle of Pops, Willie Stargell. Here it comes on 1-1. That ball's headed for the gap in left center. He's got a base hit, possibly more. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
Well, it isn't exactly earth-shattering, but when you struggle like they have at the plate all day, you take any extra base hit that you can get. If they can string together a few at-bats like that, they're going to get right back into this thing.
Ready for another chance? Dave Parker and his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
Strike taken up in the zone. Rowe was known as a short relief specialist, a guy who came in, got one or two big outs, but with the new pace of play rules, they're forcing a change for this right-hander. And this is swung on and missed, and boy, they took care of a key man there. One away. Settling in now, Jason Kendall. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. 3-2 pitch. Soft liner to the left side. And safe, says the first base umpire, as the throw was too late.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Standing in, Ke'Bryan Hayes. And these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
The 2-1 is in there for strike number 2. First and second now, one man out. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. The 2-2 one more time. Smoked on the ground up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. Long throw to the plate. And he will beat the throw safe at the plate, and they're on the board. It's a 6-1 game now.
Everything done right, Dan, on both sides, the defensive side and the offensive side. To send him and the outfielder made a strong, accurate throw, but that runner was safe.
No doubt about it. That's one of those where you got to be aggressive as a third base coach. You know the outfielder has a strong throwing arm. You're taking a lot of things you're trying to get through a decision to send. A good send in a close play, but it all worked out.
In now, Bill Mazeroski, and he fouls this one off. The 1-2. And another foul ball. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Into the box now, Colin Moran. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Now the 2-1 pitch is looked at for ball 3.
3-1 here. You have to make a good pitch on the mound. Grooving one here rarely works in your favor unless the hitter tries to do too much with it.
Has a look, now the pitch. Now what's left of this crowd this afternoon gets to their feet. And he takes ball 4, so a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
That is just a great at-bat there. When you're down late, you need base runners any way you can get them, and that never-say-die mentality could be the difference. We'll see how it plays out.
Nick Anderson takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Number 70, Nick Anderson.
Honus Wagner will be the first one to greet him, and he'll bat in a big spot here. Bases loaded and 2 out in the inning. Pittsburgh down to their last strike. And a swing and a miss as they definitely had him reaching for that one, and this ball game is over.
Well, he didn't even break a sweat in this one. 3 pitches, he gets the out and heads to the clubhouse to celebrate. Can't do much better than that.
6-1 the final tally today. The Tampa Bay Rays used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Charlie Morton gets the win on the mound, his first of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game for the victorious Rays: 6 runs, 5 hits, no errors. They left 2 men on base. For the Pirates, 1 run on 6 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base. Time of the ball game: 3 hours and 6 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon, and we remind you to please drive home safely.